Hello everyone, this is Rebecca Jane from Yoga with Rebecca Jane, and I'm here to teach you 3 stretches for your lower back. So as we spend a huge amount of time sitting, sitting, typing, most of us are doing that, but even if you are not someone who sits all day, you have your gardening or you do manual labor, whatever you do, these are the best things for your lower back. Okay, so I'll take you through 3 stretches. The very first one, you come off your seat and onto your hands and knees. This is called a tabletop position in yoga, where your wrists are under shoulders, your knees are under your hips. You can do this on a carpet. You don't have to have a mat. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to take you through 2 movements. Take an inhale, use your inhalation, and then exhale, pull the belly in and up towards the spine, round the spine. So you're doming the back, you're dropping your head, you're looking between your legs. And then we're going to take then we inhale into your, what they call, it's a cow stretch. That was a cat stretch. This is a cow stretch where you tilt your tailbone up, lift your chest forward, and look in front of you. Not up, but in front of you, a few feet, maybe a foot or 2 in front of you. Then we're going to round the spine again. As you exhale, just exhale through the mouth. Pull the belly in and up towards the spine, drop your head. Look between your legs, and then inhaling, tilt the tailbone up, soften the belly down, drop your shoulders down, lift your heart. And then come back to your neutral spine. Sit back into your child's pose. So this is a second one. That the cats and cows, I would probably recommend about 10 sets of cats and cows. So those 2, cat and cow. Cat and cow is 1. This is a child's pose. This will stretch out. You will feel your bottom stretching out. So these glute muscles, your lower back, pretty much the whole spine will be stretched. You can open your knees a little bit wider and get a hip stretch as well. But if you're looking to target your lower back, bring your knees slightly in, reach your arms forward, stretch. Now, if you can place your if you can place your forehead on the ground, that's ideal. If you can't, which not everybody can, you can take a blanket and just place your forehead on the blanket, or a pillow, or some people have yoga blocks, put on a yoga block, or you make 2 fists with your hands, place your fists down. And you stay here for, I would say, about 10 breaths. So think about 10. For everything. 10 sets of cats and cows, 10 sets of this child's pose. If you want a little bit more of an arm stretch, reach the shoulder stretch, reach your arms a little further forward till the elbows are off the ground. Spread the fingers, and then let yourself settle here. Let's slowly come back up, and let's come onto our seat. The next one will be extending the legs, and we're going to do a forward bend. Those that have back problems or very tight hamstrings, your knees will stay bent, or you can actually do this on a chair if you need to. Those that are pretty flexible or comfortable, there's no chronic issues or acute problems with your lower back. If there's acute, you don't want to do this actually. But if I would lower yourself down like this. Otherwise, straighten the legs and flex the feet and let the hands rest next to your legs. I can touch my feet just because I do this. I've been practicing yoga for a long time, but quite a few people cannot. I would say more people cannot than can. So if you cannot touch your feet, it's not about touching your feet. That's not the goal. The goal is to stretch, and especially concentrating here. If you touch your feet and you're not ready, you can actually tug on your lower back and you don't want to injure your back, cause more problems than not. Again, the goal is not to touch your feet. We all love to touch our feet, but if you don't do this on a regular basis, you might find you can't. So just let yourself drop your head and take a few breaths here. I would say another 10 breaths here. Breaths meaning an inhale to about a count of 3 or 4, an exhale to a count of 3 or 4. That's 1. And then you do 10. So it takes a few minutes, not long, and then lift yourself up. And then you can just get on with your day. Those are the 3 stretches. Simple, but very, very effective. And you can do these every single day. Thank you for being with me. This is Rebecca Jane from Yoga with Rebecca Jane, and I'll see you soon.